Happy
birth.
One word, guys. Like
no, from the
Sure.
top.
Okay,
From the
okay,
top.
okay.
From the top.
All right.
Didn't happen.
Everyone forget you just saw that. All right.
Yeah.
Happy
Birthday.
To
Me.
Happy
Birthday.
to
Me.
Happy
Birthday.
dear me
Happy
Birthday.
to me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 52 of Salesmen After Hours.
It's actually the 21st
Dan's
episode.
birthday.
Yeah. Dan turns 9.
Yeah.
This is,
I turned 97.
no.
Damn, man. that sounds rough.
How does it
You've
feel?
never even used that sound effect before.
Yeah, I feel like it's the first time I've ever heard that on the show.
My goal is to try to get all of them in while we still have like 30 minutes. No,
Yeah.
not 30. Oh my god, 55
I was gonna
minutes.
say.
God damn.
Dan, how's it feel finally being 9?
You know,
Yeah.
it feels a little bit different from being 8.
There's a little more homework.
Yeah.
There's a little more. Yeah. I'm well, last year was only an eighth of my entire life. So
You fucking suck.
Yeah.
No, we like. I was about to say your least favorite phrase of "We love Dan."
that's my least favorite.
I know you fucking hate that, but happy birthday! The show is awesome because Dan's here, and
Yes.
we love Dan. Dan's
Without
the
Dan, the
fucking
show
best.
would have crashed and burned and burned and crashed and burned. Day one. Exactly. Yeah. Would have
Yeah,
crashed
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
That's
Good,
perfect.
good. That's a good one.
Ba-boom.
Let's go.
Would have been fucking crazy.
Do you have shit for us to do? I'm hearing that. I think a little Tweety Bird told me you got a little something for us to do today.
No. Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Is it a game?
Yeah, I wanted
phones.
to. I did come up with some games. What?
Get the fuck
No,
off
man,
your
keep going.
phone.
Two damn phones.
Oh my
It's got podcast games on it.
Okay.
Okay.
327 birthday podcast games. You're gonna fucking do this to me? Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But you know what though?
What?
Got to get it out of the way. I bought Doom Eternal last night.
Fucking. Oh my god.
It's so good. I managed to catch it on sale for
Mhm.
$10.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it still
Nice.
on sale for that?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. I gotta
this-
get that one. Can I get home?
I think that sale ends in April. Well, don't you have it already?
I don't have it on PS5.
Okay. Well, you know what you might want then?
What?
Because I did kind of think about whether or not I wanted this.
Mhm.
Pretty much everything in the Doom catalog is on sale right now, like 75% off or something
Mm.
like that.
Oh, do they have like a pack with like all of it?
There's the deluxe edition of Doom
Mhm.
Eternal, which
Yeah.
I didn't get. I just got the base game.
Mhm.
But there's a thing called Doom Anthology.
That sounds
Which-
like everything.
It was like $28 right
yeah,
now
I
on
gotta
sale.
fucking pick that up. I love Doom.
And it's
Doom.
literally every Doom game ever made.
That's
It's a
sick.
collect
That's
Doom 1 and Doom 1 and 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom 2016, and Eternal.
You want to know the funniest thing about that? There's because obviously like, it wasn't the exact same thing, but there was a similar type of thing on Steam on the PC where it's like all the Doom games and stuff. And I
Yeah.
bought it on that. I'm probably gonna buy it again on,
That's
on
fine.
PS5.
Yeah, I think it
because-
was like $28 for
Mhm.
Doom Anthology. I did think about whether or not I wanted to get that
Mhm.
instead of just because it was on sale and it's
Yeah.
it's a really good sale, considering it's normally like $100 or
Yeah.
$80, something like that. But the thing is that even if it's like not a bad idea to buy it, I've never played a Doom game before,
Mhm.
so it's like even if I buy that just to play Doom Eternal, and if I like it, which I knew I was going to because
Mhm.
I already fucking love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna make me want. I don't know if it's gonna spark an interest in me to play every Doom game ever made.
Yeah, so it's good to get the what's it called, Eternal first, and then if
Yeah.
you like it, you can
Just
pick up any of
Eternal,
the other
yeah.
ones.
Which so far I only just finished the 3rd mission in the campaign, but it's so
It's
much fun because
Okay.
playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and also I started playing Gunfire Reborn, has really like kind of revitalized my interest in PvE games that have a lot of different weapon types with different combat strategies and activated abilities and upgrades and shit like that. And Doom Eternal so far in that regard, love it with that. I love the mechanics of George, have you played it?
Yes, I have.
Sean, I know you probably haven't
I've
played
played
it, right?
many minutes of it over quarantine, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Like,
but I remember it was fucking awesome.
There's so many base weapons you have at your arsenal because the Doomslayer has a shoulder cannon, which you always have access to frag grenades, ice grenades. You have your weapon wheel, but even just other than that, the face buttons, square, chainsaw, which is for. I love that mechanic so much. Like, oh, you're running out of ammo, chainsaw
them, and then you get ammo. It's so
and the assassinate. What do they call it? Glory kill, mercy kill? Glory kill. That's what
usually
it's called.
glory. Yeah.
You get health drops. Like, oh, I'm running low. That guy's glowing. I'm just gonna assassinate him.
That system
and
of
get
like
health
That
back.
guy's glowing. I'm gonna assassinate him. Really fun.
That mechanism comes up in a few games where you're like executing an enemy either on low health or like with a special ability will heal you.
Like high risk, high reward
Yes,
gameplay type stuff. It's so fucking cool. The amount of things you can upgrade your suit, your weapon. It's like it's so far. I love it. It sounds like I'm advertising, and we're sponsored by like what is now a 5-year-old game.
Sponsored by
Bethesda? Bethesda, not the other guy.
No. Which by the way, that's fucking crazy that this is indeed a 5-year-old game.
Yeah,
I literally remember hearing about it when it came out.
I remember I got this and fucking what's it called? Animal Crossing on the
Animal
same
Crossing.
day. Yeah, they came out on the same day.
That was called?
crazy.
It was called like Doom
Crossing.
Doom Crossing, New Eternal Horizons, something like that.
That's so fucking cool.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
The vibe, like,
It's Dan's birthday on the NES.
Thank you.
Yo, the vibes of that weekend though were unmatched.
Yeah.
Like lockdown was like really just starting, but I remember I went in person and go get New Horizons at GameStop, and I didn't leave my basement for like the next week. I lit candles. I was like,
I remember,
so fun.
I had to, I went to GameStop for whichever, I think it was Doom Eternal I got first at GameStop, and then they didn't have Animal Crossing, so I had to go to fucking Target, like literally before they opened, and like wait on the fucking line and shit. It was like,
you know, honestly, you saying that reminded me of something. Do you guys remember the amiibo hunting days?
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah.
Shit,
I
dude.
just thought about
missed
this
that
again,
shit.
like recently, and I'm like, holy shit!
it was
Yeah.
so long ago. It feels like it was in like a past life. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
It was 2014,
That's
15,
insane.
16.
over
Like,
10 years ago.
yeah.
Oh,
that's-
literally-
Oh, don't say that. November. Oh no.
So obviously, it's early 2025 now, but November 21st, 2024, which was only 5 months ago now, I think.
Yeah, something
That
like
day marked the 10-year anniversary
No, it didn't.
of Smash for Wii U and the first wave of amiibos.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
10 years.
What was the most hyped you guys got? Like finding like an amiibo actually like in the wild at its like designated store, because I did exclusives, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck, that's a good.
My first two were Mega Man and Yoshi, but I got those online, so I'm not gonna count those.
Mhm.
But does the gold Mario at the gaming convention count?
Considering that,
I would.
I think considering that they were only selling that for like $15.
It was 30, I think, but still,
Really?
like
Yeah.
that shit online went for like triple dig,
hundreds.
triple dig,
Hundreds,
triple dig.
yeah.
I don't know what that guy was thinking.
Mhm.
So that's unreal.
I remember that same conventions where I got Lucario and Jigglypuff.
Those were so
Yep.
fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Those
ones
were 15 each there. I remember that.
It was always so funny
That's
how
really
like
good.
with every wave there were some that were like fucking like piss easy to find, like you could find them anywhere, and then they
Fucking
were just like
Zelda
two
is
or
like
th-
at every store.
yeah, like wave 2, it was like Zelda and Luigi and fucking whoever were the easy ones, and then
Dude,
like
I think
Kid-
Captain
Kong,
Falcon,
Captain
Wii
Falcon,
Fit,
yeah.
goodbye. They're
Marth,
not going to see them.
Marth
Yeah.
Village. Remember the Holy Trinity?
yeah, Marth,
They
we
called
fit
it the Holy
Villager.
Trinity.
Yeah,
That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
I miss it. It was such like an insane era, and like scalpers really got away with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
But
And we were
I miss
most
it.
definitely
the one
victims
fucking
of
the
it.
Rosalina guy, the guy that had bought like
Oh
all
my
of them.
God.
Do you guys
Holy
remember that?
shit.
It was like, what was his name? Like
Crazy shit.
Mario to Plumber.
I think so. It was something stupid like that.
He was like
but,
a notorious like Rosalina hater.
yeah. So he bought all
So-
of them, so other
That I
people
feel like
could
in a
so
way-
that the
have it,
stock would be
that's-
so low.
Yeah.
in a way, I almost respect it being that much of a hater.
It's like D1 level fucking.
But something I don't respect because I'm seeing a lot of it on my timeline are these like the Pokemon card scalpers.
I was just gonna bring that up.
These
How this
fucking
is like the
fat
new...
losers that
suck.
like will literally carry like God knows how many Pokemon boxes. Like, dude, like children want those, and you're reselling it for 3 times the price.
I saw a video of
kill yourself.
some guy stealing a bunch out of a scalper's cart. And it was
Yeah, I
like
saw
that shit.
that.
Was
Oh, that's funny.
That shit's like I don't know the word, but you know what I mean.
It's oh hold on, I know the word.
Satisfying?
No, I mean yeah,
yeah, that's
whatever. I used it during the Super Bowl. It'll come to me at some random point.
gratifying.
Yeah,
That-
wait,
from- that-
vindicating,
that's-
vindicating,
Yeah.
vindicating.
Oh.
English major.
We all just said the same thing pretty much. But yeah, that was I missed those days,
Me
dude.
too.
It's-
I still remember when it was the day that Wave, I forgot what they called it. It was weird. It was like 5B or
Oh
something.
yeah,
That was
because they
so
split up.
It was
Like,
with it was like
Yeah.
whatever Wave had. It was Olimar, Bowser
Olimar.
Jr., Ganondorf, Zero Suit Samus.
and Dr. Mario. I'm
yes.
sure. Yeah.
We got to, I think it was us 3, and I think maybe Andrew was there too. We walked to what used to be the Toys R Us.
Oh, after school.
Yeah.
Holy
from
shit,
middle
that was
from
8th
middle
grade.
school.
Yeah.
We walked from the middle school all the way to Toys R Us,
Around to that. Yeah.
which was like maybe a mile. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Something like that.
And we were expecting there to be, that was when they started getting their stock up
Mhm.
more, because it was the day they came out. But usually if you don't go like within the first hour of the store
Yeah,
opening, you'd
when,
be,
like,
you'd be
cooked.
SOL.
Because then everyone started like complaining about it. So that was when they
Right.
started like ramping up.
I still
production
remember
for-
when
Yeah.
we got there. I took a picture of it and I had it for a long time, but it was on my old phone.
Mm.
But when we got there were shopping carts
Yeah.
filled with each one.
Mhm.
We were like, holy shit.
That was awesome.
We could have came back tomorrow.
Yeah.
We didn't have to fucking walk here. I think that was also the day Mario Maker came out.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Wait,
dude.
yes,
which
it was. Yeah.
which by the way was 9/11.
That's a little crazy.
Wow.
Why did they do that?
Because Japan, I mean, what do they
Because Japan.
what do they care?
He is.
Japan's still a little sore. Anyway,
What? Oh, from the
Yeah. From that thing that
from
happened.
past events. Anyway,
Yeah.
So
continuing.
amiibos.
yeah. Tell us your favorite amiibo in the comments.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for our parents that had to fund us
Oh
during
my
that
God.
time.
Yeah.
Mr. Boy, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how my dad did it. Holy
Same.
shit.
Well,
Same.
I usually, for me at least, it was kind of like a like if I'll like do shit around the house, like a certain amount, like once I do it for a week or so,
did
then I'll-
chores.
yeah, exactly.
You
or
see,
like,
me-
or gifts or whatever.
Me, I hate to say it, wasn't really like that. Granted, a good amount of them was with my own money,
Mhm.
but at times, if there were ever times that like I didn't have money that I could spend, and there was an amiibo that I just like absolutely had to have.
Your dad was all in on it, right?
My dad was. I mean, yeah.
I remember your dad was
Well,
like,
my dad was just kind of like a, I just want my son to be happy kind of dad. Like, and because
I was gonna say, I just want my son back.
oh my god, was this taken?
The amiibo
Just,
give it.
in all fairness,
The
amiibo
amiibo take it.
in all fairness, like he could have said no if he ever wanted to.
yeah,
But also, you know who was an absolute, you know who was also an absolute G during the amiibo phase? My fucking grandpa.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rest in peace, Grandpa Joe. But during the
pull one
amiibos,
out.
during the amiibo phase, there was one time that we were down in Florida, I think.
Mhm.
And he, like, we just kind of had alone time because like everybody else was fucked off, did whatever.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
grandpa couldn't stand the idea that I had friends that had more than me because he didn't know, like, I mean, you know, fads happen all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout, there were Beanie Baby, like all my grandparents, whenever I would tell them what amiibos were, they always would compare them to how Beanie Babies were.
Yeah, because it's all like the
in their
same
day.
thing.
Beanie
It's
Babies, Pogs, you
Yeah.
know, like what goes around
garbage
comes
pail
around.
kids, shit like that.
Right. What goes around comes around. So they got it.
Mhm.
But so it didn't take a lot of persuasion from my grandpa. I didn't ask him to do any of the stuff he did. There was one day he took me around to like, I want to say 3 or 4 different stores looking for like 2 particular ones that I was looking for. Because one time he was like, I was like, you don't have to do this. And he was like, no, Danny, he was like, my I think he said my grandson takes backseat to no one.
That's sick.
Like he wanted me to have the most out of everybody.
Shell, what are our lovely viewers saying about Amiibo? What are their favorites?
Yeah. We actually do have an answer to Sean's question.
Oh, really?
From our friend, the mid-face killer, who I can't remember whose friend
shouts
that
out.
was.
It's one of my
Shouts out
buddies.
to
Billy's
Tyvex.
friend. Damn,
Okay,
Jack was
okay.
right. We were debating if it was Eric or Billy's friend. Our friend said, well, first of all, Jack and the mid-face killer both said, "Happy birthday, Doom Crossing."
The mid-face killer.
We have Nick in chat saying, "OMG, hey."
What's up, Nick? How you
OMG,
doing,
hey.
boy?
Shouts out to Nick.
And our friend the mid-face killer said, "Y'all ever get the pixelated Mario amiibo?"
Yeah, I got
One
that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was when they
Both
came
of
out
them.
with what's
Mario
it called?
Maker.
Mario Maker. Yeah.
Yep.
And
And-
he or
yeah,
they or our friend said that their favorite. Sorry, my brain broke because they're still playing Broadway tunes next door, and I'm like, I want to just be dancing right now. Our friend said that their favorite is the text is too small, I can't read it. The Mario Maker or the Marth, and I quote the fucking Marth one I got.
Martha's cool.
Okay,
Martha's my
okay.
I
favorite.
love
great.
Marth.
That one was fucking. Oh, you know where I got my Marth? Actually, super quick aside. Remember the store in New York City? Fucking.
J and L.
J&L
Yes,
Games.
yes.
Where they fucking sold them for like
okay.
40 a pop.
Oh my God.
Which
Wait.
at the time was still pretty good for Marth, but yeah, that was where
Yeah.
I got mine from.
Quick aside, because we were talking about random fads and shit a
Mhm.
few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I just remember one of the craziest fucking fads to remember. Remember Crazy Beans?
Oh, Mighty
Wait.
Beans. Mighty Beans.
Mighty
Oh,
Beans.
did
There
they-
you go.
I
had
yeah,
some of those.
Yeah,
those
those
fucking
fucking
things.
things.
Toys.
Ridiculous thing to just remember right now,
Yeah.
but fucking gave me a quick laugh.
My cousin had a bunch.
Yeah.
I like to get as many as I can, like shake them in my
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, I had Mighty Beans. I never got any of the tracks or anything that went with them.
Oh yeah, I just had a few of like the beans themselves.
I know we've
Yeah.
all been there, guys. Silly bands. Are they silly
Yes.
bands? Is that what they're
Yes.
called?
That was
I had
another
so
thing.
many of them.
Yeah.
That shit was a black market in my fucking school
Yes,
back in the day.
exactly. Yeah.
People
That
would
shit
be
was, like-
trading that shit under tables.
I can't believe we they didn't get banned from our school.
They,
I thought
got
they
banned
did.
from ours.
No, they didn't get banned.
Oh,
From,
shit.
I don't think they got banned from.
They're
our school.
cutting off the circulation.
Ours
They're
got-
cutting off
ours
the
got cut
circulation.
off.
Yeah.
They were like,
Well, they
this
were.
is not good.
They were, in all fairness.
Yeah.
We love fads.
Yeah, that shit was like
Shout out to Big Fad.
dude, there were like fucking silly bands dealers in my school, dude. It was fucking crazy.
Oh, that was
Yeah, on the
everywhere.
playground.
Tyler if you want the rainbow shark.
No, but that's what I'm
Literally,
saying.
yeah.
It was literally, but everywhere. Because even at my school, it's the same shit. People would be trading that like rare ones under the
Mhm.
fucking table.
Because it was all like the kids who had like their fucking parents who would just buy them for them, and it was
Yes.
like, dude would buy the fucking packs of like 100, and it
I
was
fucked
like,
with the giraffe heavy.
Yeah,
Giraffe
that
is-
was a big one.
He was cool.
This, you know what? This just unlocked a memory about silly bands. I stole a pack from a kid at school.
wait, can you give me initials?
No.
Fuck.
Can you tell us after the show?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Can we bring them on the show next week?
Because I actually do remember who it was.
I think Shell's a
and actually, I don't even think they live here anymore. Yeah.
I will say, on the topic of Billy saying everyone's parents brought them silly bands, I and a few of my elementary school friends single-handedly destroyed the commerce of our elementary school because we were in like 6th grade, like 4th to 6th grade. We had silly bands, people selling silly bands, people selling duct tape wallets. I was on that team.
Really? I never.
People
remember the duct
making
tape wallets.
like the rainbow tie-dye with like markers.
Yeah,
that
Or,
shit.
huh.
And
Oh wait, no.
Go-Go's.
Oh!
I don't know.
Wait.
Yup.
I don't know what these ones are.
Little
Wait.
plastic, like hard plastic little guys. They're literally like this big. And they just were like
For
funky
reference.
ass little faces. They were genuinely my favorite thing. I got in trouble every week for playing with them and selling them. Like not
That's
selling them
sick.
for money, selling them for silly bands and duct
Yeah.
tape wallets.
Huh.
Yeah.
So much
That's-
nostalgia.
It's crazy. We all just kind of built our own fucking economy.
No,
in
seriously.
elementary
That-
school.
yeah.
Like,
There were, fuck, wait. Do y'all have, you remember Zuzu Pets?
Yes.
I remember the name. I didn't have any of them.
I had one of those. You remember one? I had.
I had the whole track with them and I had the baby Zuzus and the diapers.
Oh my
They
God.
were sick.
I didn't have any of
Stupid
those.
diaper
I
baby
didn't have any
bitch.
tracks, but I did get just a Zuzu pet with nothing with it, just the pet itself for Christmas one year. And I actually got like a decent amount of mileage out of it. Like for some reason,
Mileage.
for some reason it was really, so they were essentially these, George, are you the only one who remembers these things?
I remember them because one of my sisters had some.
Yeah, I had one. It was a brown hamster. They all came, it was a kind of toy. They all came with names.
Yes.
I had a brown hamster. It was called Scoodles. Why I remember this, I don't know.
These little fucks.
Yeah, there was
they're
those
basically little motorized
robotic
hamsters.
the motorized hamsters.
This thing's an idiot. It's
yeah.
it's a big stupid.
Wasn't there a DS game based on Zuzu Pets?
But I ended up finding out years later there ended up being like a big recall with Zuzu Pets because
were they exploding?
No, they were getting they kept getting tangled and caught in like people's hair
because they were literally
because they had those
wheels.
motors.
The
Motors that you basically couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Happened to my sister.
Really? Damn.
We flew a helicopter into my aunt's hair once, and we got in trouble because you were my
Okay.
like a toy.
I was like, what?
Like, how are you both still alive? Like, what's going on here? How'd you know? Where'd you learn to drive a helicopter?
Can we have a drone episode of the show,
dude?
Where the cameras
put like a camera on the drone, and then we put it up like. We're gonna think about it. It'll be.
I'm gonna comment before Nick even comments. Nick knows how to operate a drone and does it quite well.
That's sick.
I'm sure he can pull that. And also, Jill said something funny. Jill had the Jill Zuzu pet.
Oh,
and she
it
also
was named Jill.
Yeah,
that's sick as hell.
Awesome. She also reminded us of Rainbow Looms.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I had a massive market on
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Looms. I
had a market.
Summer rec, George.
I was slinging those.
Dude, the kids were feeling like, yo,
No,
y'all got
because-
the,
yeah,
y'all got the.
We gotta remember that I was in Jersey at the time, so small.
Oh, that checks.
So small school. Not a lot of people were necessarily doing them,
Yeah.
and if you could do them and just like produce the most basic one in mass and just do a bunch of different color schemes and sell them for like $5 each.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
you made bank. I used to do all kinds of because I was the motherfucker who would go to a dollar store, buy like a box of fucking like chocolate bars for like 20 bars for $20 and sell them for $5 each.
What a fucking piece of shit you are.
I mean, hey, hustle's a hustle.
Hustling, baby. I had to get the money myself, like because you guys were mentioning how like a lot of your parents gave you money for shit.
You took money.
No, I had to make money, or I didn't get shit till my birthday.
How are you making money?
Shit like that. It was just little hustles, selling, buying candy, reselling, slinging whatever's the new fad.
Is
You're
everyone
gonna
from
get like
Jersey?
a phone call from like
Is everyone from Jersey like some sort of like organized crime?
No.
Like
No, just most of them.
No. It's waste management.
the waste management business.
Dan, I hear you have a game for us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Awesome.
That was
Anyway.
sick. That was sick at the end there.
Where'd that come from? Okay. So I tried to come up with a few different games.
I tried to come up with.
So this first game is something pretty simple. 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
This is like a Dan oriented one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be funny if it was just a regular game.
Okay. So first one. The first 3. I've been stung by a bee 3 times, none of which were outside. I once bowled a 176 when I was 13. And Jack has beaten more video games than me.
That last one's definitely
Last
true.
one
Jack one's
tracks.
true,
Last
yeah.
one tracks.
I think I remember.
Well,
Wait, didn't the bees come down the chimney? I think I remember you telling
You
me
sound
that.
like Bill Clinton.
I was gonna say, I
don't
feel
know
like
how
I remember
sexual
stories
relations would
about
that be.
bees.
I'm gonna say the bowling one is a fallacy. Is
Honestly?
it a fallacy?
But how many times did I get stung?
I hate the idiosyncrasies. That's bullshit.
I'm gonna because I think you might be trolling us. I'm gonna go with the last one as the lie. I feel like you're trying to misdirect us.
You know what? Then I'll go. Fuck you. No. He's playing mind games. He got stung by the bee 3 times, or a bee, or 2 bees, or 3 bees, or 4 bees. I'm gonna go with the middle one.
As the lie?
As that's
That's
the lie.
mine too.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
I was stung by a bee 3 times. Yeah. Two times it was the exact same scenario where
Did they come down the chimney?
yeah, they came through the chimney. There was a hornet's nest in the in the chimney.
Yeah.
And the fireplace, the back of the fireplace had like literally the tiniest itty bitty hornet sized hole in it that a hornet could barely squeeze through. Guess where they went?
Yeah.
Literally, the first 2 times I was literally just sitting on the couch minding my own business. All of a sudden, I just felt the pain in my arm, looked over, and there was a fucking hornet stinging me. So that happened twice. And then the third time was literally in Jack's fucking bed.
Dude.
At that homophobic bees?
I literally just sat down.
Holy shit.
I sat down. I was going to lay down for the night, and I felt a pain on the back of my upper thigh.
Ugh, that's a bad spot too.
Yeah,
That's
and I'm like,
fuck you.
And I'm like, this feels really familiar, but like, there's no way. I get up, and there's a fucking bee crawling around on the sheets.
Jesus Christ.
And it turned
insane.
out, and that ended up being kind of a problem in his room because he has an AC in there, and they were getting in.
They're getting in
oh,
through that. Yeah.
through the little
in the nooks,
cracks and the little nooks and the crannies.
Maybe it was the same one from your house. We just flew all the way. To
Well, the third
Motherfuckers
one was a carpenter bee, which is something I didn't even know existed.
I didn't even know.
They go in
it stung
wood.
me.
I thought they
Anyway,
couldn't sting. I thought they couldn't sting.
They like
That's
the
what I
wood.
thought. That's what I would have thought too. But
Michelle, bring in the carpenter bees.
The carpenter bees are the big
Also,
fat
let them
ones you
loose
see
in the
flying
studio.
around.
They all attack Jack. Sorry.
Oh fuck!
So that's-
damn, that sucks.
so that was the first one. Okay.
I'm down and out.
Second set.
Okay.
I have over 3,000 hours on Overwatch. I have about 1,000 hours on Paladins, and I have about 300 hours on Horizon Forbidden West.
First one sounds more Andrew than anything. I think first one's fake.
I don't want to play the spoil game, but I do know the answer to one of those because I feel like you just told me 2 days ago. But I'm not going to tell them though. Nah.
Horizon
No?
sounds right, but might be wrong.
I don't
but
think you have that many hours on. Wait. Actually,
I could see it.
Forbidden West is the sequel.
Yeah.
I don't think you have 300 hours on the sequel.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna say
agree.
no.
I don't think.
Even though I don't think,
Nah.
you have that many hours on Paladins, I think it's more unrealistic that you have that many on the sequel.
I don't
game.
think he has that much on Overwatch.
He does.
Wait, Overwatch? Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
Hit it.
Last one's false.
Yeah.
I have about 100 hours on.
I was gonna say
Forbidden
there's like
West.
unless there's like insane new game plus and shit, or the game is like actually
I
that long. There's no
Yeah.
way.
I looked right through you there.
And yes, I have about 1,000 hours on Paladins.
Yeah.
A little less. I looked today when I was making this. It was like 965 or
Poor
something
game.
Like
I
that.
feel, I'd
Okay,
like actually
okay.
feel so bad for it.
Did it go down already?
Dude,
or-
I will kill you.
Why? What?
Like now you're gonna be like, oh, I feel bad for Paladins.
I mean, I
After-
rag on it for fun, but like it actually sucks when a game is just gonna cease existing. Like
Yeah.
objectively, like that just sucks.
No. Well, because it does suck because it's like officially going to be dying, but also like for the past like year and a half, 2 years, it's been like a slow burn.
yeah, like quote unquote dead.
The
Like,
last champion that got added was over a year ago.
Yeah, that-
And obviously,
That'll
since
do
it's officially dying and there's not going to be any more, you want to know what is really fucking annoying about that?
What?
You want to know how many champions there are in the game now?
is it like
49.
59.
Oh, wait, that's a oh my god.
There's 59.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
They couldn't do one more.
Chris
One
Sabat,
more.
I know you're watching. We know you're a big fan of the show. You're,
Chris
you're
Sabat.
kind of a private
Yeah.
guy, and I
Yeah.
understand
Chris
that.
Sabat and Chris Rager,
Um,
the American voice of Mr. Satan, who also happens to be the voice of Drogos in Paladins.
and Sabat does
shouts out.
Grover.
It's Christopher Sabat
So,
does Grover.
Come on the show, man.
yeah? We love
Ignore the
that.
Vegeta Funko Pop we have. I don't know how that got there. We
Yeah.
want you for Grover. That's what we want to see you for.
Happened, man.
They don't have any Grover Funko Pops. We had to bring
That's fucked
Vegeta.
up.
Are there any Paladins Funkos?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Unlikely.
If they ever were to make any, it would probably only ever be like Androxus or something. Because
yeah.
I think even though you guys don't know the game, I think you know
Yeah, he's the
who that
the
is,
skull
right?
guy. with
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
Type shit.
Okay, so the third set, my PS5 costed as much as one of my Lego sets. I had a pet bearded dragon named Beardy when I was 4, and I met the Easter Bunny at my job and took a picture with him.
I don't see why that would be a lie. The first one's specific enough to be true, I think. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, you're not talking real Easter Bunny, right?
Wait. Pull it back.
Because I know the real Easter
Well-
Bunny.
You know EB? You know EB
my
like
point
that?
being, if he's indicating that he's talking about the real one, it's a lie. If he's talking about like some asshole dressed up in a bunny costume, then that might be true.
Why would EB be at a store?
Yeah.
But like,
I forgot we probably shouldn't name things.
so like that's my point. If it's just some asshole in a bunny costume, you know, then it's
some asshole.
Because he's some asshole.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. You didn't meet EB. You didn't. You did not.
You met a fake
I
EB.
agree.
but-
He had a good training camp. He had a good like first half of the season, but like after he tore his ACL, he was done. Get EB out of
I
here.
agree. I agree. You didn't meet EB.
That's true.
Let's go.
It was some asshole in an Easter Bunny costume. It was some like 50-year-old dude.
Wait.
So the second one is false because the
So
first
the-
one was
the
the
lie-
Rivendell,
Which one's the
like I
lie?
said.
The lie was I had a pet bearded dragon named Beardy when I was 4.
Because the
My-
first one was the
My PS5 costed $500,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and so did
Rivendell.
Lego Rivendell.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
that track. I was gonna say that and high prices and Lego sets. That tracks.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so group number 4. This is the last one. I
Okay.
couldn't come up with a whole lot,
No.
but I had a hard time coming up with these. So, okay. I was Time Magazine's 2006 Person of the Year.
Fuck you. We all were.
When I was 2 years old, I was a child extra on the kids show Boo Bah. And my first pet was a goldfish named Goldie.
Fuck you and your stupid
the
pet
fuck is-
names.
Yeah, but what the fuck is Booba?
Booba?
That's gotta be fake.
No, Dan, I've known you for a while. You've never mentioned.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Booba.
I think you would have,
And you
as
would have.
opposed to like a goldfish from your past. I feel like that's something. That's something that you would
You
have
don't think
brought
I'd-
up.
you don't-
your past.
You don't think you don't think I'd carry having a goldfish named Goldie with more shame than being a child extra on the hit children's TV show Boo Bah?
I think,
I don't even
I
think
think,
it's not even a real show.
I think that's the lie.
Shall bring in the booba.
So y'all
I
don't
don't
think
wanna.
y'all don't think Boo Bah is a real show?
No.
I was gonna say, can we get a heat check if it's a real show? Shell's
Booba's a
nodding
real
yes.
show.
Okay.
You were not a child actor on it.
Would you have a bet on if it was a real show or not?
You don't know. Maybe
He just lost $500.
more than that. Anyway.
I think Booba is the lie.
You sure?
Fuck. I'm gonna.
He's fucking with us.
no.
I say Booba's a lie.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me. I
You know
also
what-
don't
you know
remember
what?
any of
Just
the
to-
other options.
Billy, I'm waiting on you.
You know what? Just to change it up a bit, I'm gonna go with the first one is the lie. Just to change it up.
Boo Bah's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is booba a real thing?
It is, and I actually watched it when I was a kid.
Bullshit.
If you watch it now, it literally is like it's essentially baby sensory videos before baby sensory videos.
That's
Yeah.
lit.
Could just call it.
Those videos
like
are sick as
sensory
hell.
It's a
video or
show-
something. You
it's
don't
a
gotta
show
call
and-
it Booba.
It's a show intended for like legitimately like,
Like-
infant to
Yeah.
toddlers
Mhm.
because it's basically just like shapes and colors and like
Yeah.
you'd probably want to like drop acid
Oh.
and watch it nowadays.
Oh, we're getting an image of who I can only
Oh,
assume
that's-
is Booba.
That
Oh
could be
my
a booba.
God.
Yeah, that's a booba.
So
You guys
it's kinda-
can't see it, unfortunately, but we did just get a glimpse at a booba. So
Guys, I'm so close to the mic. Hold on. Guys, Booba was my favorite show in my youth. Billy, your mom,
I-
shout out Billy's mom. Somehow
Oh.
she's watching it right now, even though she
Shouts
says
out.
she has work. But your mom said that you had a Booba, Billy.
Did I?
so-
you had a booba.
Damn. I guess
Holy
I had a
shit.
Booba.
You had a
Damn,
Baba?
I had a Booba.
He's
I
a fake
guess.
fan. You don't remember.
Booba.
Okay,
I gotta get
and
back
this,
in the mines.
this is just kind of a bonus like fact
Yeah.
that I couldn't. I wanted to include this one, but I couldn't think of any more. So this is just I wrote this as general trivia that I couldn't pair with anything.
This is general trivia.
When I was young, I forgot how old, maybe like 9, 10 years old.
11, 12.
When
13, 14.
when I was young, I picked up snails off the sidewalk and kept them as pets. The first one was named Gary, and the ones I got after that all had names that rhymed with Gary.
You just haven't changed.
Was one of them Barry?
Larry.
Probably. Larry definitely existed.
Yeah, Larry.
There was a Jerry. There was a I don't remember. How many I had.
Geriatric, you know.
So the thing is,
Who's geriatric?
I have an aunt. I have an aunt who lives in Long Beach,
Okay.
and they just have snails like on the sidewalk there.
Mhm.
Big snail guys.
So I just kind of picked them up and brought them home.
They
I mean,
roam.
hey,
I did take care of them to the best of my abilities.
Yeah.
I put them in I made a nice little dirt box for
Nice
them.
little
I put
escargot, you know.
logs and shit, and I did research on what they eat and what they drink and
how to eat them.
This guy really wants to eat some snail.
Was it you?
It's also a Greek thing, by
Okay,
the way.
so-
Don't worry about that.
that's true. Yeah.
I wanted to also, in addition to two truths and a lie, have like general knowledge trivia.
Who's general knowledge?
Thank
trivia?
Thank you.
But I was only able to come up with one question, and it's kind of a doozy.
Mhm.
So
A doozy?
I'm just gonna. This is the general trivia question of the night. How many video games have I beaten?
Oh no.
It's a very specific number, so I'm just gonna do the whole like whoever gets the closest.
13.
I want to say
Fuck
12.
you, Sean. Fuck you, Sean. That was my number. I'm gonna go 14.
Yeah, I think 12.
It's 12.
Let's go.
Fuck.
How did you do that?
Soul
I
Raid.
remembered the last like number that I knew that like games that you had beaten was 10. That was the one that I like the benchmark that I remembered that like okay, this is the last time that like I've thought about this. This is how many he's beaten, and then I just like kind of took a guess.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, we were thinking about this last night at dinner
Mhm.
when I was trying to compile the list
Yeah.
for this. And that's when we realized that's when Jack realized that he has beaten more than me.
Yeah.
He's beaten like 15 or something
I
like
thought he
that.
would have beaten more than that.
So this is where it becomes a doozy.
Okay.
Bonus points.
Which games?
I'm not gonna say if you can name all of them, but bonus points for every correct one that is named.
Can I try? Can I try?
Sure.
a
I mean,
few?
all of you
Yeah.
can
Okay.
try at this.
Marble it up.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say yes or no. I'm just gonna
okay.
like.
Luigi's Mansion 3. That's one of them. Do you count Link's Awakening since you played that with your sister? Or I guess you're not gonna say yes or no.
I want to jump in.
Yeah. I can't think of any.
Madagascar. Battle for Bikini Bottom.
How did I think of that?
If this counts, I don't really know, but whatever. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Did you say Horizon?
I was gonna
No,
say
I
no one
didn't.
said
Horizon.
Horizon.
No one said
Yeah.
Horizon.
That's
Yeah.
like,
At this point, just jump in.
So that was what? That was
Fuck.
7,
It's-
I think, right?
I wasn't counting.
Yeah.
has Dan beaten the second one?
Oh, Ratchet and Clank. You just beat that.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Because then we can say Horizon 1 and 2 then.
And 2.
Well, no, I don't.
Did you not beat the second one? Bastard.
Damn it.
Oh, Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
We said Breath of the Wild.
No, we
Breath of
didn't.
the
Breath of the
Wild.
Wild.
Yes.
I can't think of any more. I think we're.
How many was that?
Let me look at my list.
What were you doing the last minute?
Bum ba-dum ba-dum ba-da-da-ba-bum.
Yeah, you guys have 7.
7.
Only 7?
Fuck.
I can't think
What
of
are we
any
missing?
more.
We're missing something obvious, I feel.
Overwatch. No. Shrek on GameCube. Oh, Portal.
Yeah, true.
Portal, bitch.
While we're doing this, guys, I'm gonna do something I've never done before and get up and turn the fucking fan on because it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Join us for a moment of
What's another?
Whatever.
Mortal Kombat technically has a story mode.
I don't think he counts it.
I mean, I feel like if a game has any kind of campaign, you can count it beating it as
I don't think
beating
he counts
something.
them. We can just hit it on your
And we're
head.
back, everyone.
Don't do it. We can still put it on the list just in case.
Just in case. I'm tapping out from naming games.
And then I'm done.
Anyone in the
Right.
comments, drop any guesses below while
Please.
Dan tells us how many we got right.
Okay.
Breathe!
No, just let me. We are missing
I can't.
We're
Yo.
missing 4 of them.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
I will read them.
Yeah.
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
SpongeBob Cosmic Shake.
Dude.
SpongeBob Truth or Square.
Big Rugrats guy.
Madagascar on GameCube. Great game, by the way. Horizon Zero Dawn. Luigi's Mansion 3. Mario Odyssey. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Portal 1. Portal 2. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And The Oddball. Marble Saga Korra Rimpa.
Good night. That's such bullshit.
It was a Wii game. It was a Wii game I played when I was a kid. And it's actually a very good game and very long and really hard at times. So I count it. I don't count games that have a cinematic story mode like that. Like even though
like Mortal Kombat,
I don't count the Mortal Kombat story modes because they're like 95% cutscene.
Yeah, that's true. And like you could still like it's not like the story is the only part of that game. Like there's online and there's other single player modes and shit.
But so but if this was a list of how many games I haven't beaten yet, we'd be here till fucking next Tuesday. Because
let me start reading off my library.
Because let me tell you something. Link's Awakening, haven't beaten it.
Really? I thought you.
I'm up to the final boss, but I haven't beaten it because it's very hard. Also, SpongeBob movie game, never beaten it.
Really?
You played that when you were little, man.
Yes, up to the final boss, never beaten it because it's really hard.
Damn, you got filtered.
God damn,
I could probably beat it now, but I haven't played it in years. Astrobot, not done with it yet. Almost. I would say I'm maybe like 1 or 2 hours away from being done with Astrobot.
That's a great fucking game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are their lovely comments think?
I have not beaten Horizon Forbidden West yet.
That's what I was gonna say. Because I feel like you started to say before when we were talking about how long it was or how many hours you spent that you were starting to say that you hadn't beaten it yet. I think. I don't know.
I need you all to know that we amounted 45 comments.
45.
Oh my god.
It's not how old I am.
You sure?
Anyway. I said it's not how old I am.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm just making sure everyone knows.
Most of the comments were Jack and Jill realizing that their names were Jack and Jill.
When they were going up the hill, and then there's this whole.
So we have Jack and Jill ... Went up the hill ? OMG, pail of water. Yo, we tumbled, bro. Bro, your crown, dude.
This is
I'm not gonna continue that.
This is like.
Jill said she loves carpenter bees.
I didn't know.
Fuck yeah!
Hey, shouts out.
I thought there was gonna be more to that.
I have a moral obligation
they're
to
the
not
chunky
like
bees, but don't worry about
carpenter
that.
bees.
Our friend the Mid-Face Killer said 2 things out of context, and I find them really funny. I met the Easter Bunny late at night. ...
Whoa!
Oh no!
I don't think that was EB, bro. That doesn't sound like EB.
And you don't know him like that.
That was a Creaster Bunny.
And then they said, "I actually remember my pet fish." Period.
Hey, shouts out to your pet fish.
They didn't use punctuation in anything else except that. That was
Shouts
really
out to your pet fish.
Billy, your mom said you had a booba and she's watching under her desk. That's out Mrs.
Respect.
Boy.
That's the best way to watch this show.
True.
Yeah, shouts out Mrs. Boy. Literally the reason we're alive at this point. She keeps us living.
Es muy true, eh? Anyway.
Yeah. How was that 45 comments? That's like all.
What are my 2 favorite boys, Nick and Eric, saying?
Nick said he'll come down and fly a drone. Eric came in like with 15 minutes left, said, "Hoo-wee. Is this Dan completed games? Madagascar GameCube is such a good pull." And then he texted me privately to say, "I really like the happy birthday sound." So
there you go, Eric.
There you go, my God.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Yeah. No. It's Dan's birthday.
It's Dan's birthday.
Give him his moment.
I just have the one last thing I have on my list is just something
Dude, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, hold on, wait, no, guys, we have to hold on.
This is somehow an inside joke.
Hold the phone, literally. Hold the phone.
I can't.
This kid drops his phone.
I don't know. I have dropped my phone in ways that I would not have thought possible.
Like
by the human like nervous system.
Picture, if you will, a couch, and sitting on the couch, he will drop it and it will end up in a
Like
different
halfway across
fucking
the
room.
He'll drop it and it'll go up and down, and we're like what the fuck?
I don't get it.
So
He'll be standing completely still, or like sitting completely still, and it'll just drop.
So the last thing I have on my list is just because I really like Eric's idea ever since he pointed this out, that I know random ass knowledge. So it's just to see if anyone has any random ass knowledge tests they want to give me.
I don't have a test, but I have a random piece of knowledge that I'm trying to think.
George, I feel like this would be good for like you to just.
Oh,
Like,
he's
come up with
laughing. He's
something.
got something.
You see, I can go really basic. like what's the square root of 4?
This ain't no educational
No,
podcast.
but it's so simple.
The worst part is I had to think about that for a second.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Math is not my strong
but
suit.
that
Anyone
was
will
like
tell you.
the one way I can go, or I can go like ridiculous. Like, so what's the benefit of birch versus maple and smoking meats? Like-
Yeah, let's hear it, Dan.
Birch is the watching tree, so it's gonna make sure that your meat is cooked-
Watched?
It's gonna keep an eye on your meat.
Hey, I mean,
You know, I haven't.
Because
Yeah.
that's something right there. That birch trees are considered the watching trees
Okay.
because they look like they have eyes.
I'm gonna do what George did and ask you something that you definitely won't know. I just want to hear you on the spot give like a Dan thing.
Okay, let's see. Let's see where this goes.
Is it better to run Terra Normal Dragonite with inner focus or multi-scale? Which one's better, inner focus or multi-scale?
everything is on the line. We're gonna kill you if you get this wrong. So
You can take it or leave it. That's not my answer.
That's actually not a bad answer considering it just.
So
go ahead.
So repeat that again, just so I can.
Is it better to run Terra Normal Extreme Speed Dragonite with the
Extreme
ability inner focus or multi-scale?
Well, I mean, if he doesn't inner focus, he's not going to be able to deliver mail efficiently.
that's
true.
true.
That's my
you know?
issue.
That's huge.
That's my issue.
actually.
That's my issue with this whole like landscape thing that they're doing nowadays. You know,
What?
like if you like, so you got your inner focus, right? And you got your Dragonite.
Yeah,
What was it?
yeah.
Extreme
Extreme
speed. What's better,
Extreme
inner
speed.
focus or multi-scale?
Multi-scale. Well, you see, multi-scale is going to be useful because it is going to harden his carapace.
That's actually not bad.
Even though, well, the thing is that he doesn't. He's a lizard, so he doesn't. Well, a dragon is a lizard. He doesn't have a carapace.
What's a carapace?
A carapace is like the outer shell of like a crustacean or like a horseshoe crab,
Like a bug too.
like a horseshoe crab or
Ants.
anything with an exoskeleton that has
Yes.
a carapace. But you're gonna want that. But the thing is, you're gonna want the extreme speed to make sure that you're getting the mail. You know what I mean?
So which one's better, inner focus or multi-scale?
Let's go inner focus.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice. You don't need that armor unless you're in a
Unless
getting
you're delivering-
jumped for the mail. I mean,
That's funny you say that because inner focus is better for doubles, which is actually the main like competitive format of Pokemon. So 50-50 shot, you actually got it. Good stuff.
Dan, I'm gonna tell you a super fun fact, and then we're gonna pivot quickly. Did you know that in Wii Sports, if you hold any of the directions on the D-pad while you're like picking your Mii or like picking whatever, it'll change the color of the ball. It can be like blue, green, purple. or
Oh,
red.
shit.
that's
shit.
crazy.
I didn't know that.
It's fucking crazy, dude. When you find shit out like that, it's like
That's it.
whoa.
Like actually,
I want to hear your $100 idea.
Okay, all right. This is $100 idea.
Only
This isn't as big as $1 million idea. This is gonna be super
Okay.
quick. $100 idea. We can make $100 off of this. So you guys know the idea of buy one get one.
Of
course.
course.
Yeah.
I'm
I
familiar.
I propose the idea of buy one get none, where you give the company the money and they just don't send you anything.
I have a
Yeah,
I have a
Amazon's
question.
done that a few times.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting out already.
What are you paying for?
it'll be normal. So like you'll say go on Amazon, you want to buy like an amiibo or like a plushie or something. If it's buy one get none, you'll pay for it, and then you just won't get anything in the mail. Yeah.
Why do I want to do that?
Because it's buy one get none. So
it's
for the thrill.
It's a limited deal.
Yeah. So we're gonna make $100 off this idea. We're also gonna make $100 in our own studio, which we're moving to next week.
Yeah.
Shall just breathe a sigh of relief in the studio that we finally brought this up.
We weren't gonna forget.
I need everyone to know my texts to them and I don't like when they're on their phones. I tagged all of them in the group chat and I went, pivot to the fact that this is our last episode. Dan, I love you. You have your phone up. I'm targeting you. And then Billy said, we're pivoting. So I said, yes, good. And Billy said, we. And I said, wait, what? Guys, go. What are we doing? What is this?
Yes, this is our last episode in the studio. Again, shouts out as always to Strong Island and Bobby Lucera. If not for them, we wouldn't be here in the first place. We wouldn't be doing any of this. Shouts out as always. Next episode, next week. It's not going to be on Thursday, I don't think. I'll have to double check and confirm that, but the next episode will not be released on Thursday. It will be released either Sunday or Monday, the 30th or 31st. We actually already have our first like it's not a full episode, it's more like a little special video that we kind of put together. It's if you've been waiting for the boat story, I would keep keep your eyes on the YouTube channel. But
we're going to keep you guys informed with absolutely everything, and like we've been saying every single week of March, your guys' involvement is like everything. Like we do this live, you guys are commenting and we can see that, and we want you guys to keep your presence. And what we're going to do, like we said every week, we're going to put up Q&As, so we'll be like, oh hey, blah, blah, blah. And then we're like, oh, this guy wants we're gonna do Q&As. You can send us videos.
We're gonna make a lot of
we want to see your face. We want to see your words, and we will include you in absolutely everything that we do, because you guys are just as important to this as we are.
Yes,
you guys are the audience. We're the guys, but you're just as much of the guys as we are.
Even if we're not doing live episodes anymore, it'll still be the same amount of audience interaction, which is what we're going for. And we hope you guys are stay as
dialed in.
Dialed in, tapped in, whatever you want to say. You know what
we the guys are with the guys and they just as much.
Yeah. But
seriously, we got Bill Cosby in the studio.
Oh no, we don't.
No, joke, everyone.
What a fucking note to end on. But seriously, it has been 21 episodes. It has been, I'm not going to do the math of how many months it's been, but guys, like, I think I can speak for all of us. I don't think we thought we were going to make it this far.
No. I thought I was going to die before the first month.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So thank you to Shell for keeping us together. Thank you, Strong Island and Bobby Lucera. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be back here for some sort of special event, whatever.
Who knows? We will.
But we love this show. We love doing it. We love having you guys around. You guys are everything to us.
Yeah.
And fuck. Yeah.
We
love doing this. It makes us so happy.
It is fun.
So shit, I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I don't have anything else. Very happy birthday to Dan.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Happy birthday,
give him one more happy birthday song. Thank you all for tuning in. Salesman After Hours will continue next week. It'll be pre-recorded, and you guys could submit questions and answers.
Yeah.
I think that's how it went.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you always. You guys are always so quick. Look at the time you have. Hold on. Let me
I thought we were.
let me gab for a sec. Let me tell them where to find us.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
Thank you always, Bobby and Strong Island. We love being here. And you can find shouts out Bobby, he just walked in. You can find us at Salesman After Hours on YouTube and Twitch. That is where we will be uploading episodes, ideally every Sunday. We will still be recording Thursday, and we'll be talking to you and recording Sunday. Salesman Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Our business email is in our Instagram bio. I don't feel like saying the whole thing. And our Discord is in our bio, so we can talk to you, and you guys just talk to
you guys can talk to us.
There will be interaction through those platforms.
Yes.
Lots of interaction, lots of connections will be made. Deals will be struck.
The long short of it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
As always.
for tuning in every Thursday. And we're going to keep seeing you, but it's going to be on a different day.
And it's going to be in a different place.
place.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And we're not going to have headphones anymore. So any headphone
Thank
fans,
God.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
so sorry. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'll edit headphones on for a separate cut of the video. But yeah.
Salesman After Hours with headphones. The other,
Limited
the
edition.
other channel.
Only
Good
on the
night,
Patreon.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Last episode in the studio.